Hi there, my name is Simon Korsak, and this is the SOS Songs on Sunday podcast, where I shall be talking about some of the songs that I've written, where they come from, what they mean, singing them for you, and hopefully you enjoy it. Behind the camera we have Karim Ahmed, who was taking on the joyous task of filming all of this for us and putting it all together. So we sincerely hope you enjoy it. Why do I have to...
And like perfect, so you're exactly in front of the freaking camera.
Take! Is that alright?
No clap is better. Okay, do clap. Please do clap.
Okay, 1, 2.
Yay! So you
Explain why I'm here.
Why you are here? I don't know why are you here.
Exactly. Does anyone know why
Something
we're
brought
here?
you here.
something brought you here.
I am here because I'm invited myself.
So
Yes.
Simon,
I know that.
you were thinking about a song.
Yes.
Which song?
Sure.
I'm going to practice one, and I don't know if it's going to go well. And I don't know if it's going to be good enough to play it today. It's a song that I wrote recently, and it's a song that was inspired by an what's the word? An interaction, a fracas, a slight disagreement, a confrontation. What am I looking for? I'm looking for ginger. And I saw some ginger. Oh, there it is. Communication. This is the key for me, apparently. A friend of mine who's an she's learning astrology, and now she's going to become my personal astrologer. And she said I have to communicate. Communicate.
So you recently wrote this song.
I wrote this song fairly recently. It was about It was just must have been May. Yeah, it was the start of June. How do I know? Because it was a week after my birthday, and I'd had an altercation, is the word, with a friend of mine who said to me that I was making him face up to things he didn't want to face up to, and things to do with coherence, doing sort of, saying and acting and saying and aligned. So we're going to put some ginger in here. Is this too much ginger? No, it's fine.
Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, basically, I was. The song came out about being able to say stuff to your friends, and to people about them when they're not being coherent. What does coherent mean? Coherent means you say and you do what you say. You don't say one thing and do another. That's not that easy sometimes. But it's what I try and do and want to do in my life, because I've been very incoherent for a long time. All my songs talk about love and wisdom and being positive and all this sort of stuff. And I've not managed to do that. I've got myself into some pretty deep, dark, depressive states on many occasions. So this discussion that I had with this friend of mine was basically me saying to him, listen man, you're not being coherent, and I would like, to be coherent in my life, and I would like people around me to be coherent, or at least be aware when they're not coherent, and if I'm not coherent, tell me. And if you're not being coherent, I'd like to be able to tell you without being, without being told that I can't, or asked to leave, or in all fairness, he was very honest with me and said there was things that he didn't want to face up to. I want to face up to these things because all I really wanted to be is authentic and free of this mental judge, that tells us like we should be doing this, or we need to be worried about what people think and stuff. Another thing that's difficult to do in this world, especially when we're doing things like this, talking to people, social networking. Ooh, look at him, what's he doing? Why? The message in the song. Well,
So what is
the message is to become coherent. It says, the chorus goes, intelligence divine, coherence between heart and mind. What does that mean? Intelligence divine. Well, if you believe as I do that there is a greater force, whatever you want to call it, life, the Tao, God, the universe, but something that unifies us all and has an intelligence that we... I'll cut this smaller. No, I think that's fine. It has an intelligence, that there's like a plan, and that if you go with that plan, if you follow it, which is, love, I don't know. Just listen to the songs. Listen to the songs, don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, the song says, you may think that I'm unkind when I say exactly what's on my mind, but I swear my heart it is aligned with the truth, and that means I can't stand no more lies. That is something that I will give myself at least a little bit of credit for. I know my heart's in the right place. I know I really do genuinely want to unify, be one with God and the universe and everything and life and peace. God's peace, that's all I've wanted for a long time.
So a lot of story behind this song actually.
Well,
It's behind every song, no?
That's behind every song.
yes, it's this, as I say, this desire to be one with God, intelligence divine, coherence between heart and mind. And coherence between heart and mind, there is actually, now they are, with all of this modern machinery and medical techniques, they can actually measure coherence between heart and mind. And they can tell you if your heart's waves are aligned with your brain waves. We have brain cells in our heart. Did you know that?
Even in your gut.
In your gut and in your heart, we have brain cells, which is pretty interesting. So I discovered this thing from the Heart Math Institute. The Heart Math Institute, you know them?
Yes.
The meditation, it's the coherence meditation, where you basically slow down your breath. Apparently also, if you breathe out longer than you breathe in, then that stimulates the vagus nerve, which makes us kind of happy and fulfilled. And when you do this heart coherence meditation, you slow down your breath, and then you hold your hand on your heart to connect directly with it. You imagine something that gives you gratitude, that makes you feel grateful. And that, by doing that, then we can actually align, literally, physically, our brain waves and our heart waves. And once you do that, hopefully, the decisions that you take will be aligned with God, with the plan, with yourself, with whatever, but at least, that's the intention.
So shall we play the song then and listen to it?
It's not finished yet. It's not finished, and
maybe
I'm
we
going to
can
practice it. But the explication of the song is not finished. I don't know if the song itself is finished. Maybe it's still got something more to come. But anyway, so the second verse says, it seems to be sometimes that the best way forward is to take a step behind. And I think that's talking about this. It's kind of like, hang on, the best way forward is what? Is to look at the bigger picture, take a step behind and kind of go, hang on, what's going on here? You know, because we're quintessentially inclined to believe that we're separate from the world we see outside. But I'm asking you to decide. Hang on, I didn't finish the first verse. I just realised as well. I'm imploring you to decide that you feel the quantum field, or feel our quantum field, and that there is no such divide. It's a decision. If you can believe what science is telling us now, that we are all part of the same field, the unified field theory, quantum physics, we're all one. Sorry, Ori, I don't want to step on you. That would be stepping on myself. It's stuck, but those are the good bits. The burnt bits on the bottom are going to be the tasty one. Everyone's going to be fighting over that. Maybe I should turn it down. Let's do that for a while. That we feel our quantum field and there is no such divide. Then we'll be exponentially inclined to create a new reality, a brand new paradigm. That's what they're talking about now, the new paradigm, a paradigm shift on the planet Earth. And how do we do that? Well, we have to let go of our pride, which is the bit I missed in the first part. It says, you know, you may think that I'm unkind when I say exactly what's on my mind, but I swear my heart is aligned with the truth, and that means I can't stand no more lies. If there's an intelligence divine, and I believe there is, then I pray that it guide me through every shape of my time, every shape of this reality we've come to live. And I'm inviting you to decide that you'll listen to my heart and not to your pride. That was what I was inviting my friend to do. But it's a difficult thing to do sometimes, because not sometimes, all the time, you know, because we all think we're right, and we all think that we know best, and we think that we need to protect ourselves, and you know, and that's exactly what we don't need to do. The ego doesn't protect us, you know. It claims that it protects us, but it actually builds a wall around us, which is separating us from God. And that's the cause of all suffering. As far as my investigation is concerned, the cause of all suffering is a separation from God. So, so coherence joins you to God. That's the idea. Intelligence divine. Coherence between heart and mind. Food's almost ready, I think. Ooh. Yeah, it's going to have a nice
delicious
dinner.
dinner.
We
and
hope
I'll
so.
listen to a nice song.
We hope so. I'm going to put some.
You may think that I'm unkind when I say exactly what's on my mind, but I swear my heart it is aligned with the truth, and that means I can't stand no more lies. If there's an intelligence divine, then I pray that it guides me through every shape of my time, and I'm asking you to decide that you'll listen to my heart, yeah, not to your pride. Well, intelligence divine, coherence between heart and mind, heart and mind, heart and mind, heart and mind. Seems to me sometimes that the best way forward is the step we take behind, 'cause we're quintessentially inclined to believe that we're separate from the world we see outside. But I'm imploring us to decide that we feel like quantum fields, and there is no such divide. Well, we'll exponentially incline to a shining new reality, a brand new paradigm. Intelligence divine, coherence between heart and mind, 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 heart and mind. Intelligence divine, coherence between heart and mind.